All right. So Truman just told me that that was a teal duck feather dyed damsel green. So that is what I'm using for the wings right now. And if you'll get this going while I'm doing this. So now I've got two. Truman was so gracious that he sent four, no, five, maybe five feathers. And since I'm doing this really big one with the extended body, I need to have as much, I think it's a little bit bigger wings. So I'm going to put these outboard, line up the fibers. Let's see, line up the fibers, maybe line up the tips, just like this. You kind of have to cross your eyes a little bit. Do it like that. Make it to where it's the length of the hook, the entire length of the hook. There. So let's switch it back over to the whatever it's called. I'm gonna make it a little bit shorter because this is a really long hook. There you go. So we got a nice little bundle. That's two feathers. If you don't have good thread, we'll do a pinch wrap. Grab this, pull this up because we want it on top of the hook shank. Now we'll take our scissors here, pull it straight down, get that off. Bring it down so we have a nice little taper, just like that. See how it looks. Now this is that Mustad 3X long, 1 extra fine hook. Pull this back, forward. I'm trying to go kind of quick. So here we go. All right. So Truman, I just told everyone the text you sent. So you can type it out if you'd like. This is teal duck dyed damsel green. Teal duck feather dyed damsel green. And we have two in this 3 extra long hook because John Collins said time big, time long. He said even up to size 6. So this is size 10. So we're going to split these apart, look at them. Yeah, it looks about right. So we're interrupted the last time, so I'll try to do this quick, but yet make it make sense. My thread's in front of my bundle right now. I'm going to do 3 wraps. 1, 2. You can't see that. 3 that way. Wrap this way. Pull this back. 1, 2, 3. So now we've got it split. We can check and see they look about the same thickness. They do. So I'm going to uncord my thread. And see how they're really going forward right now? We'll fix that here. So I'm going to grab the bundle and we'll parachute this up. Pull tight. Pull tight. Pull tight. And that's pretty much good. Now I'm going to work my way down. In this last wrap, I'm going to pull it tight so it goes up and bring it down and around. So now that one's kind of going up. We're the same thing, but my thread's going the wrong way now. Bring it around. And we're going to post this up in the exact same thing. See how it's starting to straighten up a little bit. Bring it down. So now they were going forward a lot. Now they're strapping down. That's what we want. Now let's bring our thread back to the hook bend. Just like that. Truman, are you still, is anyone else still with us? I know it's frustrating going, trying to keep up with the different feeds, and you guys do awesome, Katie and her. So, gosh darn, grateful for you guys because this internet, if it drives you all crazy, imagine what's doing with us because it is crazy. All right, so I've got little bundle here that I just cut off, and I showed earlier how I cleaned it and everything. We're going to try to blow through this one quick. Pull this out. Yeah, it's still a little thick, just like before. So I'm just going to take it, pull some of it out. Oh, I might pull too much of it out. I think we're good. Now on the standard hook, we're going for the entire length of the hook. This is a really long hook, so I'm going to go a little bit shorter. Like this, take it on top. Do a few wraps here. Yeah, it looks good. Pull tight, that'll kind of flare. Stick our scissors with it closed, and put it in between the wings and open it. Cut, cut, cut. I'm just trying to go for like a somewhat tapered cut here. So, hey, Bill. Bill, have you been watching this whole time? Going like just following us around? That's pretty awesome because I haven't seen you on here earlier, but now you're right with us. I tell you, I wish there was a button that I could say, if you're on here watching and you haven't asked a question, get on here and ask a question, because it's seeing just the different people that are on here and there that just make it fun. All right, so we've got our super fat hook, or tail, that's not as long as a hook, but it's a super long hook, so no need to. All right, so now I'm gonna find my biot. Trying. I usually watch on TV, so I can't check. Okay, I get it, Bill. That's good. I'm glad that you're watching, for sure. Totally very smaller than a green. Yeah, me too. I mean, this is a 3X long hook, so this would, and John Collins said tie size 6s too. So this size 10 would be the equivalent lengthwise of a size 6, which is why I did it. So if just Truman and Bill are talking, we will I'm gonna flatten this out just because I like to keep my thread flat. I'm just going to capture this in, and this is kind of like a big trick. I haven't done buyouts in a long time. See how, let's switch back to the hook. So I got the buyout tied in, and just with one wrap, and it's kind of tight. Like if I were to squeeze it, watch the moose. See if I squeeze it, it makes it tighter. I don't need to make it super tight. But great, grab the buyout and move it straight up or close to it, pretty straight up. Now we'll start doing our wraps. And what that does is that allows that buyout, when you go to make that first turn, you don't have to worry so much about the bend in the buyout. And that's probably the trick of the evening for buyout turning. Boots are tricky, Ken, and I saw you correct yourself and said buyouts, but boots are tricky. But do that thing where you tie them with one wrap, pull it straight up, then tie the rest of the way in. And it can be kind of tricky getting that tag in because it'll want to like go all sorts of different ways. But with a little bit of practice, you'll be able to get it. And the tag in will tie in flat. But with it up, like going straight up like this, and that curved piece, that notch is still going up. And I'm going to get my hackle pliers. Like this. And then we'll just wrap it around. This is why I like the Renzetti, because I can just, not that I can't mess it up, but it makes it harder to mess up. There we go. Tight. Get rid of this, put 2 wraps in. Sorry, 3 total. Grab here. So Ken, since I know you're going to tie this, what questions do you have? sometimes I'll run them through my mouth. I didn't this one, but I'll usually like just dampen them with my mouth. If you make them too wet, like if you soak them, it doesn't work. Bill, better late than never. Well, you missed like us, the internet crashing 3 times, so you're better. You are better late than never. Better late than on time. All right, so we've got our nice little. See how pretty that looks. It's looking very, very, very good. Now Truman does another trick. So we didn't do this before, but we're going to do it this time because this is how Truman says he does it. So let me think. How do I want to tie this in? First, I got to find my hackle, and we'll say this might be it. Maybe. That is too big. Can't believe I just said that. That is too big. Oh, that should work. And I was trying to find the one I already used. So I'm just stripping off some of the butts. Very light coat of hair conditioner too. What hair conditioner are you giving? Truman, you giving Nan some hair conditioning advice? 3 inches long. Let me look and see what this one is. Because I think the limerick might be too heavy. That's a big mite. I don't know. This is that one. So here's the hook I'm using right now. This is R43 94 831. Fine, 3 extra long. And I'm just, Bill, I'm completely screwing around here. The one that Truman sent me that he based off Barry or Clark's thing is a size 10 Ahrex freshwater 510 or 501 size 10. And that's what I use starting off with. But John Collins told me to tie a longer shake version. So I've switched it to this one. So that's that. Very old. Well, I mean, if it'll float, it's got enough stuff on it. So I just stripped this off. I'm going to strip just a little bit off the leading edge like this. See? If you can see that little bit that I stripped off. And tie it in. And I'm doing shiny side forward. And I'm going to show one, like this is how Truman did it. So we're going to do it the Truman way this time. And when I say this is how he did it, this is how he said he did it. And I haven't tried it yet, so I might be completely jinxing myself. I've got my 2 peacock curls. I'm going to tie them in backwards. This. Truman's going to be like, that is not how I did it. And I'll just be like, well, too bad. So we got everything tied in. See the 2 butt ends here. We'll grab them, pop them off. That's a fantastic hook holder. What is it? You're talking about my vise? The vise, this is a Renzetti Master Vise. And I love it. It's not my only vise. I've got plenty, but it's one I like using a bunch. Okay, so now I'm going to take, I've got the hackle or the peacock tied in the front, which is the opposite of what I did earlier. And I'm going to wrap it back. See this? See. Now you can kind of see what I'm doing. Katie's computer just sounds like a big V8 engine.
I'll try to find a quieter one later. This is a fan.
No, you're fine.
The switcher.
The switcher. All right, so we're just bringing this back. So now we've got that to right there. Bring that around just a little bit. Pretty sure this is not how Truman did it, but that's okay. So I'm going to take my thread, because he did say he wrapped this in the opposite direction. Capture that with a couple wraps. And now we're going to take our thread and wrap it right up through the peacock. Because I don't like using super glue, and that is so much better than using super glue. There we go. So that's done. David Reed, no, the plastic storage with hooks. I can show you how I basically keep it PG. If you are using craft maze, yes. So switch over to the side here. It's for David, because this is a commonly asked question. So this is what I typically store my hooks in for hooks I normally use. This is a Craft Mates box, and we need to do a YouTube video on this because they come out in lots of different ways. But we've got these little, like, this is not a fly tying thing. So if you found this at a fly shop, it'd probably be $150, but on Amazon it's like 30 or 40, and you have 8 of these holders, and you can label them with a label maker. And hold on. Nice thing is I store big hooks down to size 26, I think, is what the smallest hook I have, and it doesn't go. The hooks don't mix. Just push this, open this up, get the hook you want, close it. Now it's all locked in. Just that will unlock there. So that's why I use this store with my commonly used hooks in, but obviously I still have tons of hooks that I keep in a little package there. Keep them makeup in a box like that. Yep. I couldn't imagine, Steve. All right, let's switch back over to this and we'll get this one locked out. So I'm going to do the exact same thing I did before. So the differences in this and the first one I tied was on the Ahrex Freshwater 501. It's a standard dry fly hook. This is on a longer shank, 3 times long shank. Let's go like this. And we'll bring this straight up, straight down. But I'm not trying to make the hackle really any thicker. Or the body, I'm trying to get thicker. Remember, pull everything back, put the next wrap right, jam that in there.